Welcome to Toffee TV. It is the Everton News Daily. It is Friday the 15th of September. I was ahead of myself there. Friday the 15th of September. The main news today is the aftermath, the fallout from Atlanta 3, Everton 0 last night. Ronald Koeman has done his press conference today, and he was basically... he said a few things that made me feel a little bit better, I'm going to be honest. He admitted he was worried by Everton's form at the moment, and rightly so, because I think we're all worried by Everton's form at the moment. And he kind of said what a lot of people have been saying certainly since the Spurs game, that basically that the second half against Tottenham posed some very serious questions about the desire and the togetherness of the team, and that carried on last night into the first half. Well, really for the whole game against Atalanta, but certainly the first 45 minutes last night against Atalanta, where they just looked nothing. They looked nothing, and I've said this before, we've got some very good players. We've signed some very good players, but it's no use being a very good player if you ain't doing the basics right, because without the hard work, without the togetherness, without the desire to do it, and listen, those players might feel as though they're given everything at the minute. It just doesn't look like that to us. It looks like there's a big mess at the moment, and we don't know how to address that mess. And Ronald Koeman has said that he was going to have a meeting that took place this afternoon with the players, to try and go through what's gone on, what the problem is. We can break a lot of things down and talk about no centre forward, and we all know that that is a massive mistake by the football club. There's no question about it. We can dress it up and try and get away from it as much as we want, but that's going to continue to haunt us until January, because it shouldn't have been allowed to happen. No left-sided centre-back, again, shouldn't have been allowed to happen. There was so many that we could have gone and got, which would have improved it. Okay, it mightn't be a sexy player like Koulibaly or Virgil van Dijk or someone like that, but players who were good enough to come in and improve our defence, and we didn't get that. But he spoke a lot about getting back to basics. Last season we were very, very tough. Okay, we at times we weren't scoring as free scoring as we were at other times of the season, but we were, in general, when everybody was fit, we were much more difficult to score against. And at the moment, we played the last 3 games, we've scored none and conceded 8, and that can't continue. And yet we're going to Manchester United on Sunday, who are really, really potent at the moment. They're a real force, and of course they got Romelu Lukaku banging goals in for fun. And you can't see anything other than a United victory at the moment. And it's worrying. It's worrying. Our away form's horrendous anyway, absolutely horrendous. And that can't continue. You'd like to think that can't continue, because it's a worry, and we have to address it. But there's no real signs that we're going to address that. We're going to all of a sudden start scoring goals, and that will be a problem for us, because unless Ronald Koeman can come up with a different way of playing, and I fully believe it. I think the way we play the 4-3-3 doesn't work, or the 4-2-3-1, it doesn't work for us. It doesn't work for us. We haven't got the personnel to play it. It's rubbish anyway. From my opinion, it's absolutely crap. That's just my opinion. Other people might love it or think it works. It doesn't work. It doesn't work for Everton. Martinez tried it, never worked. Koeman is trying it, and it ain't working the way it should have done. And I have said this before, why would you cut your options of scoring goals now? People, to me, have forgotten what football's about. Football is about scoring goals, winning games. So why would you, centre forwards are specialists, so why would you just have one? It doesn't make any sense to me. It makes absolutely no sense whatsoever. So he has to address that, and that may be that he has to go to 3 at the back, and it has to become a 3-5-2. It may be that he has to play, 4-4-2, maybe, or he might have to play a diamond formation. But we have got to get players in the final third. Wayne Rooney, whether people like him or they don't, you can't ignore his quality. But And for me last night, his desire in the first half was there for everyone to see. He's playing left back. But I want Wayne Rooney doing his stuff on the edge of their penalty area. I don't want him doing it on the edge of ours. Because if he's going to come and play in our half, then he's a waste. Because A, we haven't got any pace. So he plays some fantastic long-range passing. It's absolutely exceptional. But our players are so slow that they don't get onto it anyway. So I want him doing his main business in and around their penalty area. Gylfi Sigurdsson hasn't hit the ground running when we needed him to, but he's a good player. He'll come good. And there's lots of question marks, of course, over Sandro and over Klaassen and all that, but we need to get a solid base. We need to get some pace in the team. And, whether that be, it should be John Joe Kenny, but whether it be Vlasic, why, I don't know, but he's got to come up with something. Sunday ain't ideal, but those players should be hurting because they've not performed. And that, he's called them out today and he said we'll have a meeting, and he's talked about Wayne Rooney needs to perform better and other players. So let's see what he comes up with on Sunday, but it can't continue. And these players should be ashamed, really, of the way listen, you can lose games at any time. Of course you can, and there's a way to lose a match, I suppose, but it's the way we lose one and we fold like a pack of cards. We've done it on Saturday against Spurs, and we've done it last night against Atalanta, and that can't continue because that is very worrying, and we now have to come out and at least give a performance against Manchester United. And then we got 4 home games on the run, and I expect us to win all 4 of them. And if we do that, we'll get a little bit of momentum, and then things will look a lot brighter, but let's see what happens. That's basically the main news from today. There's not really else other than how much we're going to miss Lukaku. Cam Rooney scored at Old Trafford on his return. TalkSport bagged us out before, just hammered us, and to be fair, rightly so. We were giving it the big noise in the summer, spending this money early doors, and heads are falling off, and the top 4 and all that. And at the moment, the way we're playing, we look like we'll be lucky to stay up. Now I know that we will improve and we'll finish high up, I do, but we're not going to be knocking on any doors at the top 4 the way we're playing, top 6 the way we're playing. We're really not, and we face a fight to even probably get in the top 7, 8 at the moment. But if we can get this out the way Sunday, see what we can get and pick a little bit of form up, then we can drag ourselves back into the fight, and then telling you January the 1st, boom, go out there and buy 2 centre forwards, not 1, 2, and have a go. And I've just done that. Anyway, that's the Everton News Daily for today. We'll be back with the final word, instant match reaction and all that, all to do with the Manchester United game on Sunday. Fingers crossed that we can get the result we all need. I've been Baz. See you soon on Toffee TV.